All right, it's rant time. I'm trying to figure out why Leonardo DiCaprio could not win an Oscar. I mean, this man, at first I didn't really like him. He was just a decent actor. He started off with movies like Romeo and Juliet, um, and Titanic. So, he was kind of like pre and post Lord of the Rings, Orlando Bloom, kind of. You know what I mean? He played some weak parts. But then from 2002 on, you got to look at some of his hits. He had Gangs of New York, The Departed, The Aviator, Blood Diamond, which was okay. The accent he played a little bit, the South African accent was kind of weak, but it was still a good movie. Shutter Island, Inception, Django, The Great Gatsby, Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, he's worked with some great directors in Nolan and Scorsese. It's time to give this man some credit, okay? I told my wife one time, this dude, I think he's cried in every movie I've ever seen him in. There's might be like one or two movies that he hasn't ever cried in. He puts emotion into every one of his movies. And then this last movie that he just did, The Revenant, I mean, this dude went all out to get an Oscar. If he don't win an Oscar for this, he ain't ever gonna win an Oscar, okay? Alright, first of all, I was reading up on it. He's a vegetarian. He had to eat bison liver in this movie, okay? He had to learn two American Indian languages. That's crazy. He had to climb into a horse naked to stay warm and survive. A bear mauled his neck and beat the crap out of him. He was bleeding from his neck like his jugular almost got pulled out. I mean, there's not a lot of dialect in the movie, but the parts he does speak, he's speaking Native American, which is hard as heck when you're American, obviously. You're a white dude. And he has to show emotion pretty much throughout the whole movie, being mauled by a bear and then having to travel 200 miles to get back to their fort after people abandoned him. I mean, if he can't get an Oscar out of this performance, then I don't think he's ever going to get one. I don't understand the hate for the dude. He's played some pretty tough roles. In The Aviator, he was playing Howard Hughes, who had mental issues. Come on, man. He killed that role. In Inception, he killed that role. He was a man in a dream, within a dream, within a dream, with a kickback dream, right? He was in all sorts of dream world. It was like Freddy Krueger times 100. He was killing it. In Shutter Island, he played another insane guy who thought he was an FBI agent. He killed that role. I don't understand what he has to do. What role does he have to play before he actually gets an Oscar? I've loved all of his movies since 2002. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan to begin with because of some of the movies he did. But if you look at the line of movies he's done, I don't understand how he's not won one already. I mean, that movie The Birdman won one last year. That movie was garbage. It was straight garbage. Michael Keaton should be ashamed that he put out a movie like that. It was straight garbage. But anyway, rant over. I hope Leo gets one this year.